It's being recorded.
Let's do it.
Okay. Team. Is that like a Super Bowl thing?
Oh, I said ting, like you
Oh,
smile.
ting.
I don't know
Ding.
anything about Super Bowl.
I was like,
Mm-mm.
um, hello. Welcome to Workplace Comedy, the podcast where we hash out what happens on the daily grind. I'm one of your hosts. My name is Sam Everett Baker, and I'm here with
Michelle Oh. Hi, Sam.
Hi Michelle. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good too. Um, I am genuinely exhausted
I
to the
bet.
point where I was like, I almost texted maybe 20 minutes ago and just been like, it's not here. I have to cancel. But then I was like, no, don't
Right.
honor your commitment.
Fight through, Sam.
Yeah. I just rolled in from the Santa Barbara Film Festival, Santa
What?
Barbara International Film Festival.
Love it.
Um, Congratulations, Julia Axe and Steve Pinder and Ellie, producer Ellie, and all the cast and all the crew. A stunning world premiere.
Love that.
And it was like awards haven't happened yet, but it was like the one to watch. Like
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
yeah, the festival made it. It was called Jane Austen's period drama. Um the festival like even made it the like icon for the block that it was in.
Nice.
And like Santa Barbara, I mean, like this short got press. Honey, it got
Mm,
press.
love that.
Yeah, and it really was good. And it was in a block with I think 5 other shorts,
Hmm.
and everything was great. It was all pretty funny. This script is so funny. It's a satire called Jane Austen's period. It's called Jane Austen's period drama, and it's also about periods in the
That's
Jane
amazing.
Austen. Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
yeah, it was really fun. And my friend Julia, she put tampons in like a like a tray.
Mm-hmm.
And what did it say? It said, "Should you desire a cotton stopper?" And then it's like, and then because periods. I mean, I'm exhausted, so I took 5 days, which for me are
Mm-hmm.
5 nights off from work. So this is night number
Mm-hmm.
5, last of
Mm-hmm.
5. So I haven't been at work for basically a work week, and so I've been like existing during the day, and honey, it's rough.
Yeah. To
I
flip
don't,
everything.
I don't know how you people do it.
Yeah. It's balls out here for us.
It's hard.
It is hard, Sam.
At night, it's so much nicer because, um,
Oh, sexy and moody at night.
yeah, and it's just everyone's mostly asleep. Now,
Yeah.
granted, the people who aren't asleep,
You wish they were.
there's only 3 of them, and what hell they can make your life.
And they make sure
Uh,
you know they're there, honey.
and they find.
Yes.
It's a
Yes.
whole big ass city out there. How did you find me? I was nominated for Employee of the Month. Second time.
Nice.
I was first nominated in November.
Uh-huh.
And so what happens is they nominate. They nominate. Anyone can nominate.
Mm-hmm.
And then the managers are the ones who vote.
Right.
So I was nominated in November and I lost. And they do like a party,
Mm-hmm.
and they have stunning, delicious, fancy food
That's lovely.
and coffee, beverages. I mean, desserts, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like an hour and a half, maybe it's an hour, I don't remember. It's an honor to be nominated.
Absolutely.
I was not at work for this daytime party though, so I didn't get to go. So I don't know if I don't know. I could have won. Genuinely don't know.
Ooh.
We'll find out.
What do you
when
get? Do you get anything cool?
I think you get to use a parking space.
Okay. That's not nothing.
Like, I mean, we already get parking spaces, but you get like
Oh,
a
it's a
very
closer
close.
one. Oh,
Yeah,
VIP
yeah.
parking.
So, it's like just a much closer parking space. And then I think there is some sort of monetary prize, but I don't know what it is.
As long as it's plus and not minus, we're happy.
And then they put your picture up on the on the wall.
Do they take a new picture or can you submit a picture?
So here's the thing, Michelle. The first time I was nominated for so your first day at the place that I work, they take your picture.
Right.
And you don't get a badge or anything. Like it doesn't look like a
Oh,
badge. They take
okay.
your picture and it's used it's you like your email, it's just like your picture.
Right. I got you.
And I hated my picture.
Did you ever retake it? It's just lived. Will they let
You
you?
you can't change it. You can't change it.
So fucking rude.
You have to ask them to change it. And
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to cause problems. I don't want to cause problems. I have also spent hundreds of dollars on headshots.
Mm-hmm.
Multiple hundreds of dollars at a
Right.
time.
Right.
Damn headshots. So I have some pictures that make me look phenomenal.
Right.
Minimal retouching, stunning light.
Mm-hmm.
You pay a lot of money to go to someone who has a really fancy camera, who's great at manipulating the light,
Right.
so that the retouching doesn't even have to happen. But I can't use that picture. But anyway, I figured out how to change
Rude.
it. I couldn't tell you how to do it now, but I did figure out how to do it. Now the thing is, for last time, when I was nominated, I I hadn't changed the picture then
Mm-hmm.
until they had put my picture in the company blast,
Right.
and everyone in the company saw this picture of me.
See.
Now nobody cares, right? Like literally nobody cares.
Yeah, for sure.
I
But
care.
still, you know
Also,
that's
I
not the
know
best
that,
representation.
and I have some that are
Right. That you would love to be able to utilize, but
more
they're
than
not trying
just
to hear that.
I. More than just I have had to sign off on my headshots.
Yeah.
You have your agent. That's pretty much all that I have. So it's really just my agent. And honestly, I
Mm-hmm.
didn't even ask my agent. I just posted it. So actually, I am the one, in a world with my team.
The team in my mind.
You know my team. You know our
You
team. You know our
know, you
team.
know, you
You know our
know.
team, Michelle.
Mhm.
Um. Anyway, so I changed the picture. So I'm hoping
This time
this time that
she will be in the picture.
they that they went and did a re-download.
Yeah, for sure.
Because that other thing, I can't have it.
That can't happen to
I
you.
can't have it. I cannot. I cannot. I can't.
Yeah. Yeah. I totally get it. I don't know. I usually don't like most pictures of me because I'm just very critical.
Mhm.
But like a bitch can turn an ID photo. Truly.
And
It
that is more than a skill.
I don't yeah, for sure. Like
The
I
ID photo is made to make
yeah.
you look
They
like
set
hell.
you up every single time. They don't
They
care. They're
design
gonna
it.
put that stark white ass background behind you. They don't give a fuck. They don't care, and it's over. And it's like, okay, I got one shot at this. Let's do it. Like I have a driver's license picture right now that's like haunting my life because when I went, I was just renewing. I just thought I was renewing. Literally got there at 7:30. I think it opened at 8. So I'm just there trying to get
They
in
take
and
your
out.
picture every time.
It's been like forever, and because of like the pandemic and stuff, they're like you don't have to come in for like a couple years. It's been like that. Like we'll just use the picture and it just keep it pushing, sweetie. And I've had the same picture for fucking ever. And like, do I care? Not really. But then I care. I'm like,
I
who
do
sees
care.
this? Like a grocery store guy on the off moment that it's just like really random. I'm like, I really don't care that much. Nothing's really changed. The face is still the face, but like, bitch, like it was literally like 8 in the morning. They're like, we're gonna take your picture. I'm like, why you do that? I just rolled up here to try to beat everyone
Where are you
else.
gonna take it?
Now,
You're gonna take it where?
can I email this later? I could give you like an hour. You could have a lovely picture.
Mhm.
So I'm living that one down right now, but yeah. And then I had this random moment with that fucking picture. I had my car was parked and someone like backed into it. Like in this, like they had like one of those, not even like those like small pickup trucks, but those giant ones. This bitch was drunk. She backs into the car. It was in
Ugh.
a parking structure. I start walking towards my car. There's like a security guard approaches me. I'm like, what the hell is that? Like immediately, I'm like, ah, you know. And he's like, is that your car? I'm like, yeah. He's like, she hit it. So she was nice enough to stick around. She was drunk, but she wasn't like nuts. She was a nice person. She just was like, I am so sorry. Here's all my information. Here's everything you need. The security guard was like, if you need anything from me, you got it. So everyone was really chill, and I had to go and take it to get like appraised. And I gave the guy my license. And I'm sitting in there in this little like shitty office with this guy. Again, it's like 8:30. I don't want to be here. This was not my plan. And he's like, can I tell you something personal? And I'm
Oh,
like, okay. This is a really nice picture of you looking at my license. I'm like, I know you're crazy. Give me
is
my
this
fucking
well, I mean, Michelle,
yes.
tell me about him.
Huh?
Tell me about him.
Oh, honey, it wasn't a vibe at
It wasn't
all.
a vibe. It
It
wasn't a
wasn't a
vibe.
vibe, but it was just like he gave me listen, that appraisal, honey.
Wasn't a vibe?
It that appraisal. He's like, you see this right here? This little chip? Yeah, they're gonna have to take this whole thing off to fix that. So they're gonna have to fix all of that. I'm like, yeah, they are.
Handle me, sir.
Missed opportunity, perhaps.
I don't
Yeah.
know. I mean, it sounds like you got it. So
I was like, I got what I needed out of it.
you got it without having to do it.
That's a lot of time. 5 days is like solid though. Was it
Yeah.
nice to kind of
Um,
like chill?
honestly, so it was nice in that it was chock full of activities.
Yeah,
Um, so we did a little Disney moment with my mom and my aunt.
that was fun.
Mm-hmm. And then we finished there. I went to the Santa Barbara International Film Festival to go watch the film. Like I used to run projection for a few film festivals. And so like that was really not I mean like I had like didn't really have flashbacks, but I like was reminded of myself this weekend like pre-pandemic, just like how much I was working and how much of that was actually creative. Or maybe not creative, but around creative and like
Right.
how creative like I wrote and produced 3 episodes of a web series, you know?
Hmm.
Um, but I wrote 10 of them. And well, I don't think I will ever make the remaining 7. I haven't even put the first 3 up anywhere. But when I think about how creative, and then on top of producing other things, right? Um, it was nice to kind of be in an environment with all of those people who still active. And then I was just like, oh my God, I need to make. I texted you, I was
Yeah.
like, sketches, right? Sketches. Because everyone, we're on YouTube. We're officially on the
Yay,
tube
we
of
did it.
you.
We did it.
We
Check
are
us out.
on YouTube. Yeah, check it out. The it's video version
Mm-hmm.
with captions. We're no longer doing the transcripts.
Right.
Or it's gonna be up on the YouTube and it's gonna be captioned there.
And it's cute.
What's not cute, Michelle?
Let me tell you what's not cute,
And
okay?
I only have shit to talk about this major retailer.
Let's do it. Let's get into it. So a Walmart employee claims that she was fired for confronting a shopper toting an unclothed baby in freezing temperatures. So this is from Complex. A Walmart employee claims she was fired for posting a video she took of a toddler wearing nothing but a diaper in cold temperatures while his mother was shopping. The former employee named Felicia Darling. She was fired for going against company policy by sharing the video on social media. According to Darling, the mother walked into the store with her child and put him in a shopping basket, only wearing a diaper while shivering. Several shoppers confronted the mother, which led to her putting her jacket on him. At one point in the video, the mother stopped in a freezer aisle, like it wasn't fucking cold enough, and
Mhm.
tossed a bag of frozen vegetables at the child. Police arrested the mother. She is facing a child neglect charge. So the video went viral. And then Felicia, since she was fired, she put up a GoFundMe, and the page raised $15,000 for her. The child and the siblings have been removed and placed in a safe environment. So her only thing was just, I guess, Walmart's policy, but it's like she didn't do anything wrong, you know?
I Here's the thing. I do feel as though she did.
You do?
And I do have a hard time with social media in general.
Mm-hmm.
In the sense that it's like, now here's the thing. This mother was torturing this child.
Absolutely.
Um that's disgusting.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
And so yes, she should absolutely uh, authorities should, you know what I mean? Like the kids need to be put in the care of someone who will actually take care of them.
Right.
What what were you even thinking? Like what were you even thinking? I don't think you were. I don't want to watch it on TikTok.
No, for sure. I wouldn't, I don't, yeah, it's a horrible thing. I don't like watching that kind of stuff.
I don't know. Like I even now this is like different, right? Because celebrities, but like I think about like different celebrity encounters that I've had where they were particularly shitty.
Right.
And it's like some of them are pretty good stories that I could come out and tell. But
Right.
it's like I'm not going to because I don't actually know that that celebrity is particularly shitty or if they were just having a shitty day. And unfortunately, I was just the one to encounter them at that time.
Right.
Now on the one hand, that celebrity is a public figure,
Mm-hmm.
right? So like we do feel entitled to a degree of tea.
Mm-hmm.
But like I don't want to be a steward of that all the time.
Right.
Sometimes maybe, sometimes, but like all the time, you know? And like, but like this now, granted, but this mother, I mean, I, it's like if I'm walking around Disneyland, I just was.
Right.
I don't want to be in your live stream. I don't want to be in your live stream.
Yeah, but it's like, I think, because I've actually like walked past, like, so here's what bugs me about the whole thing. I think like it's not illegal because there's no reasonable, what is it? How they phrase it? Basically, you can't reasonably expect privacy in a public place. So you can
Yes.
be filmed and all that kind of stuff. So that's, I feel like, would I have posted it? No. Would I have taken the video? Absolutely, for proof, because
Yeah.
I've been in situations where that would have been helpful if you had actual proof that this person did something, because it can easily turn into a, there's a lot of aspects to this. Like it can easily turn into a thing where everybody's looking at you like you're crazy because the lady pulls out a fucking, shirt for the kid and it's like he wasn't, all that kind of stuff. So I would have taken the video. Would I have posted it? No, because I have literally no interest in doing that sort of thing. Do I think the girl should have lost her job for it? If it is a policy, obviously they have the right to fire her. Do I think it's that deep? No. Because
Yeah.
I think it's just my like fire for like how I feel about people who mistreat children. Like I don't really fucking care what happens to you at that point.
Hmm.
If you're
Hmm.
embarrassed online, that's what you get. If
That Danish,
everybody's
that Danish guy. I mean, go look at
like
that Danish guy. Yeah.
if that if no one wants to hire you, that's what you get. Like I just feel like your life should be pretty much ruined because you treat a child like that. I literally, I black out when it comes to anything about your comfort, what you want, your privacy, because you abandoned all that when you decided to do this to your child. I think it's great that people are supporting her by like making sure like she can still make ends meet, because 9 times out of 10, I really doubt. Like I've worked for like a big retailer like Walmart. I won't say who, just because I don't want to. No, not because they care.
I feel like it's come up.
I'm not gonna keep repeating it. Like run through any of that shit with you. Like where we used to work, that was my job to run through all of those, hit all those points and make sure people understood what policy was. So if it ever came down to it, it's like I told you, it wasn't just a pile of papers that you just signed on your first day and they were hurrying you through it so they can get you to the next point. So there's a part of me that doubts that she was even aware of the policy, but that still doesn't make it where she can't be fired. But I literally don't care about this other woman.
Yeah.
She can like catch fire. Like I just don't care. I hope she doesn't get her kids back. I hope these children live happy, full lives because there's no excuse. It's not like something small.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I maybe my thoughts on social media and your live stream and are misplaced in this context. I do think they still fit in this context too. And yeah, I think this person should be held accountable 1,000,000%. And yes, I like to think that I would also have taken the video. I like that you would have taken the video. I think we should take those videos. It's
Yeah,
just like if you're in a car accident and someone comes and like hits and
absolutely.
runs, like if like
Yeah,
yeah, if you can get that footage and take it to the person who's gonna need it. Like have we should need to have each other's backs. I do like that. As far as the posting it online,
I wouldn't have done it personally because I don't care.
no, we did talk a couple weeks ago, a couple episodes ago, where we worked at a place. If you behave a certain way with your
Yeah.
public facing online presence,
Yep.
um that that you can be let go. I don't want to watch it online.
No, I would never watch it. I think that would be a thing. Like I would accidentally see and not knowing what's happening, but like to know exactly what's going to happen, I'm not watching it.
But that Danesh guy, you should go look. I mean, that shit is no, I mean, and like the things that these people do are appalling.
Right, I
And
bet.
he will fully be like, there was this one, it was recently, this man was exposing himself in like a Home Goods.
Oh my god, the fuck?
Someone sent the video to him.
Right.
And in like a matter of hours, he was like, here's his name, here's his address. He doesn't have social media presence. We found all of his arrest history. He's a criminal.
Yeah.
I just like, here's all of this man's information. And like, yes, I do think and then it's like, yeah, for shit like that, I do that's one of those. So yeah, maybe I am confused because I do see value in that,
Yeah.
right? And that like this
Yeah,
man
for
is a
sure.
dangerous person who
Right.
like was able to get out of the legal system this time. Maybe he did his time for whatever the other crimes were, and like, but he's still out here pulling the same shit. So yeah, we should
Yep.
all know.
Who he is.
It would be nice to know who he is so that when
Yeah.
we see him, we could be like, hey, by the way, get him.
Mm-hmm.
And like, yeah, so yeah, there maybe yeah. So civic duty, maybe yeah, civic duty. You know what?
It,
Yeah, fuck these people. I could turn on a dime, Michelle.
hey, listen, a little conversation changes minds.
Honey,
And
American
if,
hustle culture is dying.
mm-hmm. Yeah, it is.
Millennials are willing to take a 20% pay cut for a better work-life balance.
Oof.
From the Business Insider. Ford published its 2024 trend survey after conducting 16,086 online interviews in 16 countries.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I found that 60% of American millennials would take a 20% salary cut for a better work-life balance. Baby boomers were the least willing generation at 33%.
I bet.
43% of Gen X and 56% of Gen Z agreed.
I think because it's like priceless. Having your time and your sanity, though, you can't put a number on that.
Yeah.
I really think so. And then like I think too, like our generation is so like well versed in like other ways to make money than just like a straight like 9 to 5 situation.
Mhm.
Like you can make up that 20% in a way that is like not soul crushing and doesn't take up a lot of time. I think it makes sense. Like if you could guarantee me like something that's I can do this job and still have a life and be happy and be well taken care of, and like makes sense to me. I can see it. I think it's because how we view money and how we view our time now is totally different. Like we
Yeah.
understand that there's people have really successful social media presence and do just fine. You know what I mean? It's like there are ways out here to make it happen. I just think if you could give me that and I would still have like a decent base pay and then I could do something else, I would take it.
This is solely for the sake of the conversation. The conversation. So, a 20% pay cut for a better work-life balance, but then you can go and find the 20% elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What if you just didn't have to find the 20% elsewhere and you could just make the 20% at the same job? Like how much extra work,
What that 20% take?
what's that going to look like? Is it actually much less work? Because now you have to source what it is. If it's
Right.
something you're doing yourself, you have to A, perfect your craft and that technique enough to make it
Mm-hmm.
desirable for people to buy.
Right.
Shit's expensive. I remember I was like, I'm gonna make candles. And then I bought all the shits. I've my candle business and I still have it. And I want to make them, but it's really messy. But I was like, I'm gonna make candles and sell them. And so then I started making candles and selling them, but I didn't know how to make them. And
Right.
so it didn't go well.
Right.
And now I have a better handle on making them. I just like don't have the space and the time and the energy because it takes a lot of space and time and energy. It has to be
Yeah.
something that like I like doing, right? I
Right.
make cooking videos. Well, I don't make them anymore, but I made cooking videos. I'll post things that I do cook online sometimes. People are always like, you should like, especially with baked goods, you should sell that. And it's like I remember one time my friend, because like a brioche bun, right? My friend had asked me to make some brioche rolls that they could take to their family's holiday gathering. I made a
That's
couple
cute.
dozen. Yeah, I made a couple dozen and I took them over and they were like, how much can I pay you for these? And I was like, don't pay me. I was like, we're friends and I'm honestly flattered you like them enough to like take this to your family dinner. That's a pretty big compliment to me.
Absolutely.
And like, don't pay me. And then I think they like then would be like $10 or something.
That's
And
sweet.
it's like, and that was nice, but it's also just like, here's the thing that it costs more than $12. It costs more than that to make those.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, maybe not in material, maybe not in like ingredients, but like
Right.
in time. In order for me to like sell a dozen brioche rolls at what it costs me time wise to make them,
Mm-hmm.
you could just get it cheaper at a store. It's just like candle. You could go to Target, you could get a $5 candle. It's gonna
Mm-hmm.
burn just as long as the one that I'll make, but they have access to a bigger arsenal for it. All this to say, and
I
then
think
we're
what
looking at part-time jobs, like what is it?
true. I think what if you did something that was already in line with what you do anyway? So like let's say instead of something like that where you have to like create a product, like what if you were able to sell like a skill set that you have like on like Fiverr or something like that? Like if you could take like what you did, basically do it at your own time, at your own pace, take the jobs that you wanted to take when you wanted to, and then you could kind of make up. Maybe you don't make up the full 20%. Maybe you make up what you want to make up.
Yep.
You do it as you want to. I think that could work.
But I think about like gigging and like I have a friend who is a social media influencer and like they were working a full-time job
Mm-hmm. At
and
the same time.
they were like, fuck this noise.
Yeah.
I am gonna run my own account and then I'm just gonna go get other accounts to run.
Mm.
And that's what they did.
See, that's the energy right there.
And then see, but the thing
Mm.
is after X amount of time, these accounts, they like your work. They maintain a loyalty to you and
Mm-hmm.
that they're like, yes, you are the one that I'm going to pay to do this work.
Mm-hmm.
But, this check's going to be a little late this week.
Playing little
No,
games.
this check's going to be a little late this week. Next check is not going to be late though.
Mm-hmm.
And then all of a sudden now you have to chase the money. And so
Right.
then because it is a gig, now it's like you're still chasing the money. Now, whether you're chasing
Mm-hmm.
the opportunity to make the money or you've already secured that opportunity and you fulfilled your side of it, but it's net 60. Well, now I have to wait 60 days to get my check, but this was done.
Damn.
I love that I was able to, for 5 days, not go to work, hang out with my family,
Right.
go support my friends. Like, if I worked at a place that wouldn't afford me that, yeah, I wouldn't still be there.
Right. Would you take the 20% cut to have that balance that you need though?
I will not take any more cuts from my current pay
Right.
rate.
Right.
No further cuts
Yeah.
we will not entertain that. We just
We're not
simply will
even
not
talking about
entertain it. There's actually no room on the schedule. The calendar is full. The calendar is fully committed for this evening.
it. Right.
It's what are the baby boomers doing in the retirements?
Well, honey, they're not.
They're not?
So it says America has never had so many 65-year-olds. They're redefining the milestone. More Americans are turning 65 this year than any prior time in history. Today's 65-year-olds are redefining a milestone long associated with retirement parties and end of productive years. They are wealthier and by many measures healthier and expected to live another 20 years. A growing share are divorced. Many turn their focus to what they want in this next stage. So they are out here. They are out here still working. They're changing the game. They're active, and I don't think I want to be that girl. No, so no. I think it depends on what kind of work we're talking. Like I think like if we're doing a creative work, I think that's always going to be something a part of me that I'll need to feed forever until I'm dead. Like
Yeah.
there always will have to be something that I'm doing that makes me happy in that way. But if we're talking about like actual, well, I'm not going to say actual because it's not like it's not work. I think I just love it so much it doesn't seem like work. But if we're talking about Michelle, you have to be here from 9 to 5 and do these things, and then at the end of the week we'll give you X amount of dollars. I don't want to do that forever.
Mhm.
I don't have a desire to do that. I'm not that girl. I'm not gonna be that like cute little 65-year-old like just ready. Like, no, I am going to ready. I want to sit down. Like I want to choose what the hell is going on. Like I've done it. Bye.
I've done it. I've been doing it.
Yeah. And especially
I
they're saying they're wealthier. You're
so
wealthier, you still out
so
here. Come on.
here's the thing. Now, I don't
What?
know who they surveyed, right? I don't know where they found these 65-year-olds,
Right.
but this was published in the Wall Street Journal, which
Mm,
I do read the Wall Street Journal.
fancy.
I don't read it daily because fuck
Mm-hmm.
that newspaper. It's very conservative, right?
Oh,
Um,
okay.
yeah, it's conservative. It is mainstream. It's not like Fox Newsy bullshit.
Right.
Though every now and then they will entertain an opinion piece. Um, but it is conservative in that it's very like financial focus.
Right.
It's the money newspaper.
Absolutely.
People with lots of money are typically conservative because that's how they maintain their money
Makes sense.
by not paying taxes on it. I am willing to bet that these 65-year-olds from a certain we're looking at some upstate New Yorks, maybe. We're
Mm-hmm.
probably looking at some orange counties.
Right.
We're probably looking at some Monterey and
Yeah.
Carmel. We're looking at Montana,
Montana.
Florida.
Mm-hmm.
These are already wealthy people
Yeah.
who like have been wealthy for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
who are like, I'm 65 and I don't have to go to work anymore,
Yeah.
but I'll make candles
Yeah.
and I'll go to the farmer's market
Mm-hmm.
with my little mobile candle boutique.
Mm-hmm.
You probably don't even sell one. Maybe you sell five.
Maybe.
Um, it just feels like that's who they're talking about. Like,
Yeah.
I remember when I was probably 18 years old, I was working at Orchard Supply Hardware, TVT.
All right.
Um, And I remember there were so many people who were, like, beyond retirement age who also were working,
Right.
and not because it was funsies,
Because they like to eat.
and because they have to eat.
Right.
Like,
That's
because
it.
if because you literally physically have to eat.
That's it. Because they like living indoors and they like to be warm when it's cold.
Mhm.
That's it.
And cold when it's hot.
That's it. I'm not that girl who wins the lottery and goes to work on Monday. I'm just not her. I'm
Well,
not her.
see, but, like, if I yeah, well, I mean, no, yeah, my current job, I love my job, especially the new one the new position, right? It's
Mm-hmm.
very, it's a lot of clerical work, it's a lot of computer stuff, it's also very guest facing,
Mm-hmm.
um, and at any point in time, you're getting 3 phone calls dealing with 2 people, you know, you have another employee who needs this from you, and you also have to like do these 5 things on the computer. There's a whole chat. There's an
Ooh.
internal chat with other employees, and there's an external chat that other guests can use and like
Mm-hmm.
text.
Wow.
And I am in charge of doing all of that, right?
Right.
Now I do have some stage management experience, and well, now I don't actually think I want to go back into stage managing. But there is a part of me that's like, "Oh my god, I actually do," but see, nonprofit theater, there's no money,
Mm-hmm.
and for-profit theater is sucks. So, now if I won the lottery, well, I don't think that I wouldn't choose to work for someone else. I
No.
would simply start my own, would probably I don't know that I would wanna start a production company, but I would like to do some productions.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to curate things with other production companies, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but I would still work.
Right. It's just the type of work that you would do. Like I
Yeah.
would not show up to this job on Monday if I won the lottery on Friday. I'm just not her. Now, there is an element of like sneakiness where I wouldn't want people to know. I don't know. I don't care. Bitch, you can't find me.
I I know, huh? I might show up to work on Monday.
Are you serious?
Here's the thing, because my like current like day job is not my dream job,
Right.
but I do like the job.
That's sweet.
And I really like the people that I work with. Like I am lucky. Like yes, I am lucky. We are lucky. Like we are 2
Yeah,
people who are very lucky with our current working.
absolutely.
And we both complain about working because we don't actually want to do it, but like in general, very grateful.
For sure.
Yeah, I would go. Now I don't know how much longer I would
Yeah.
stay.
Some
I mean, at least 2 weeks. I would at least 2 weeks because I
you
don't
would
want to
do
shoot them
that
this way. I would probably, honestly, I would probably be like, I'm looking to step aside. So you tell me what you would prefer, and they would probably just say 2 weeks. But I'd be like, if you
Mhm.
need a month, you need a month.
You're very generous. You are a good person.
But again, because it's a job that I like,
Yeah,
people that I like working with,
you're right.
and like I just wouldn't want to uproot them, you know?
No, I get you. I was literally like,
I-
what
It's
was it, like
job specific. The job that I
no,
was at
for
before this job, fuck all of you people.
bye.
But like this job, I was just kind of like, yeah, no, I would fully be like, how do I make this a nice transition for you?
You're right. I
And
just
then I would give
remember,
every single person who works there $1,000.
oh, that's sweet. See, we're just different. And I love
Can
that
well,
about us.
you go. I interrupted you. Go. I
There's
want to hear you.
this, there's I was talking, like in the last like 3 or 4 months, like the lottery has gone up like crazy every now and then. Like it's been over like 300 million. Um,
Billions.
it's been nuts. The roller coaster with these jackpots has been insane. And I was in
Yeah.
a meeting with one of the super higher ups in the company I work with. And she was talking to me and my boss, and she's like, I gotta play the lottery. I gotta play it. Then like the whole meeting was like derailed because she was just like, and if I win, here's what I want to do. She's
This
like,
boss said,
what?
"Fuck you,
My
people."
boss was like, she's like, I think if I won, I would come to work. She's like, I wouldn't. I'm not coming back here. was like, oh my god. And then like, who was it? One of them was like, yeah, because but she's like, but it'll be a big hole in the organization. She's like, that's their problem. I don't work here anymore. I'm
That's
gone.
for someone's organization, that sounds like a lot of an issue.
She's like, I don't know what they want me to do about that. I'll be gone. It's
Mhm.
happened before. She's like, we've had vacancies that took forever to fill. Y'all can figure it out. I was like,
Which goes back to
damn.
the thing, if you were to die tomorrow,
They would just keep it pushing.
the work would continue.
Pretend like I'm dead because I'm living out there right now.
Yeah,
I would just bounce.
because as far as you're concerned, I am.
I'm done.
Okay, so, like, you win the lottery.
Win the lottery. Okay.
Okay, so and I'm talking, like, the very first thing
Mm-hmm.
that you would do.
Like with the money.
Like, before you get the money, like, I'm
Oh,
talking
honey.
obnoxious credit card purchase because you can pay it off in, like, a
Oh,
month.
okay.
What's,
I
like, the
really.
very first thing that you would do?
Oh
What's
my.
the immediate gratification celebration thing?
Oh God. Jesus. I think the first thing I want to do like immediately is just get a new car. I would just immediately do that. I that's yeah. Yeah. For me, I don't have a lot that I really want to do that's super like splashy. I just don't want to worry about basic shit ever again.
Very first thing, I would probably go to, like, one of these, like, brand new, probably shittily made, um, like, apartment complexes with, like, the Trader Joe's underneath it,
Oh,
and
yes.
I would lease one immediately.
Oh my God, yes.
And then what I would do,
Oh,
I would live in there
oh my
until
God. Shut
I
up.
found my until I
Mm,
found which Four Seasons
yes.
condo I wanted to move into.
Oh my God, yes.
Because Four Seasons sells private residences, and I would just need to figure out where I want mine to be, because what I am buying is a Four Seasons private residence. I don't
Damn.
know that I'm doing a whole, like I mean, I would love a house too, but, like, I would like to get, like, like, a bigger house,
Mm-hmm.
and that's family house.
Mm-hmm.
And there's always a place for you to stay. We're gonna do holidays there. But and then, like, I will personally live in a Four Seasons private residence.
Cute. Love
But
it.
until I have the money to secure
Oh,
that, I will just live in one of these lush with the Trader Joe's downstairs.
yeah, I sign off on this.
Honey,
Let's get into it, Sam.
shall we visit Anonymous?
Yes, let's see what Anonymous is talking about today.
If you are anonymous,
Mm,
if you would like to, if you have a story, I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to, if you have a story, you can send it to workplacecomedy@gmail.com. Work is spelled
mm-hmm.
WERK, placecomedy@gmail.com. If you'd like to be more anonymous, that's a good way. Otherwise, you can DM it to @workplacecomedy on Instagram. Still applies. Also on TikTok @workplacecomedy. Also on YouTube. I don't know if YouTube has DMs, but if it does, you can send them there.
Do
We
it.
are @workplacecomedy with an E on all platforms. @Sam Everett Baker on the Instagram. I'm also on the TikTok, but if you DM me, I don't know how to open it. Michelle @the Michelle Oh on Instagram and TikTok as well.
Yep.
Um, we this show is a work of fiction, except for I mean the articles we didn't make those up, but we also didn't read them all. We just read headlines. Anyway,
Mm-hmm.
so Anonymous. I was 23, almost 22 years ago now, working at a pretty big medical insurance company, and I met a guy. He had what we called a skater cut and a tattoo of 3 spermy tadpoles on the side of his head
Disgusting.
with an exclamation point. That they put an exclamation. So this is
Mm-hmm.
I thought he looked like a fun time. Really?
You look fun. They were like
S
22 though.
Spermy tadpoles on the side anyway. I was taking time between a 2-year and 4-year college, saving money to move to Philadelphia, and was not looking for anything serious. Okay.
Yeah.
We had been hanging out for a couple of months when he told me he had been sleeping with another coworker.
Mm.
She was married and pregnant with his kid.
Ooh.
I should have known he was a dickhead. I feel like dickhead is not the word that I would use to describe this person.
Right.
I also do understand the appeal of
Trashy kind of.
like a 35-year-old skater. Like
It's like I wish I didn't understand it, but I totally do
it's
understand
one of
it.
those things where you're just like, that's hot. And it's like, I don't actually, I mean, so is a 401k, but also
Yeah.
two things, two truths
Listen,
can exist at
this
the same time.
yeah.
And I am a human.
I'm multi-dimensional.
Yeah. I get it. No, the spermy tadpoles on the side of his head. I don't know that like I would be like, oh, okay, Vans. And then I would see the tadpoles and I would be like, oh. Anyway.
But then like he would say something that was kind of cute and he would be like have that like little like gleam in his eye. And you're like, maybe.
Or like, he would just be like, I like chips. And then you're just like, oh my God.
I love chips too. That is
I too
so
love chips.
funny.
What's your
Oh my
Cool
god.
Ranch? Cool Ranch
Oh my
Doritos?
god. I've
You're
never met anybody who liked Cool Ranch. It's
you're just
amazing.
it's just so fun. You're just like fun.
You're so different than everyone else.
Just like your energy. I don't know.
You
He's cute.
get me.
Um, the two of them started harassing me for no reason. I
Ooh.
stopped seeing him amicably, but they both took off work one day to hang out and were sending me hateful emails to my work email, threatening to get me fired. I didn't even care. I didn't even care. They were in their toxic. They were in their toxic, effed up relationship. I just wanted to move on peacefully. I didn't have much more time working there before I left for Philadelphia. I just pretended they didn't exist after a little time. Well, she just says, they just said they started harassing me for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
This person sees the skater boy,
Right. Didn't
says,
say
"See you
see you
right
later,
now,
boy.
boy."
Yeah, that's the same joke I was making. Didn't say see you later, boy.
And then knew that he was smashing married lady.
She found that out later.
She found that out later. Okay.
Yeah.
And when she found out, then she was like,
Yeah. This
thanks,
is
but
weird.
no.
Yeah.
Thanks, but not. Um, so yeah, I guess I understand why, because he's probably scorned.
Right.
And she loves that he loves Cool Ranch Doritos. So
Right.
she is gonna be a cat.
Mm-hmm.
And they're both gonna go after this person who did probably what I would do.
It's a
Have you
thing.
ever been in a love triangle? Have you ever been in a love triangle?
No, I some guy who was like married wanted me to like there's an open marriage, and I think it was just open on his end. Because these guys are like, you would fucking die if your wife actually was like fucking somebody else on the side as well. Don't play with me. I see you. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like it's open on your side because she doesn't want you to leave or whatever else. I'm like, listen, first of all, this is how datelines start. You know what I'm saying? My little dumbass is going to be in there, and then y'all decide I need to die. It's not going to be me.
It's not gonna be me. Yeah.
You guys have the allegiance. No, but I've never been in a triangle. Yeah, I'm a love bicycle. I don't know.
You're a bicycle.
Yes.
I've never been in this scenario where like I was seeing
No.
someone, learn that they were seeing someone else. The boy is mine, not yours. He's mine, not yours.
Yeah,
That
with
has
the
never been me.
yeah,
That will never be
yeah,
me. I would fully be like, boy, if you want that,
yeah.
go.
Please enjoy. Have plenty.
Honey, any advice?
Any advice? Let's see. I would say once you realize I've gotten caught up with these like random dudes, and it's like you are trash, and I can see it. I like it though.
Because you're
Don't double down though.
cute.
Don't double
Yeah,
down. Once it becomes like a hot trash sort of situation, hit it.
I also
Hit
do
it.
like a trash boy.
It's something about him, Sam. I don't know. I'm too old for it now. That's a lost cause. Like that's not even fun, but it's still it's like
I have definitely yeah, it's I also have hit the point where I, like, don't pursue. I
Right.
also am able to be, like, actively you don't pursue,
Right.
and there is a degree of me that's like, "Mm, I wish."
Yeah.
But I know
Right.
I won't. That's we did it.
We did it.
This episode has been produced by Nicole O, Michelle O, and myself, Sam Everett Baker.
Yay. Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you,
Thank you, Sam.
Nicole. Thank you, Michelle.
Thank you.
You can find us wherever you get your podcasts. We are Workplace Comedy, WERK Place Comedy. We're also on YouTube at Workplace Comedy. E still applies. Instagram, TikTok. We will post more on social media soon.
Mhm.
Um, if you would like to submit your story, please do so via email, workplacecomedy@gmail.com, or via DM to any of our online platforms.
We would love to hear it. Tell us about your trash boys.